Hey everybody, Adam here, Sub Wizard Podcast. You're going to want to subscribe to this one right away. We're going to do something a little different. Kind of take a continuing thing Sub Wizard's been doing for years now and expand on it, especially in this time of self-quarantine and social distancing. We are going to start doing video streaming picks. And since we're all stuck at home for so long, we're going to do a movie and a series every week. I'm also going to try to pull them from separate streaming platforms in case you don't have one or the other. I'm not leaving you totally in the dust. First up is 2011's Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is now streaming on Hulu, so for, I think it's $4.99 a month for the cheap option. You can watch Cabin in the Woods. It's fantastic. I'm sure a lot of people watching this have already seen it, but it's one that should really be revisited. Cabin in the Woods stars Chris Hemsworth. He was Thor at the time, but this movie was made before he really became a household name and was actually shelved, and the success of Thor helped with the release of this movie, as far as my understanding is concerned anyway. It was written by Drew Goddard and Joss Whedon and directed by Drew Goddard. It has a lot of the Joss Whedon regulars. It's a great horror movie and comedy. It's not a straight-up comedy making fun of horror movies, although that's what it does. It serves both as a great horror movie and a great comedy making fun of horror movie tropes, but they do it all within the confines of the story, and it all comes together, and it all makes a lot of sense. Cabin in the Woods, revisit it, now streaming on Hulu. Next up is a series on HBO. HBO is one of the less popular streaming platforms. I know it's a little bit more pricey, but it's really one that you should have. Everything on HBO's great quality. Their movie selection lately has been not so great. Maybe that's just an indication of what was happening in theaters 6 months ago, or however long it takes for a movie to get on HBO. But HBO Max is coming, and they're taking all the NBC stuff off of Netflix, so a lot of people are probably going to be jumping over anyway. That's neither here nor there. The next series up is Westworld Season 3. Westworld, I will still say, is one of the best shows on TV. We did a trailer reaction. You can find that on our channel. For Westworld Season 3 was coming out, I was beside myself with excitement, and 2 episodes in, it has not disappointed yet. If you have not been watching Westworld, you can start in Season 1, Season 2, and then continue on with Season 3. It is top-notch filmmaking, the TV making, whatever. The subtleties in it, the soundtrack, the acting, just every little detail has immense attention paid to it, and you can really dive in deep. I mean, if you were someone who liked Lost and followed it week to week and got into their viral marketing and all the little intricacies between the characters and the philosophy behind it and what the philosophies were based on and all that, Westworld kind of takes it in the same direction, but also manages to keep it closer to center and make it more digestible week to week. And I know a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth for Lost and not sticking the landing. I don't think Westworld's going to go that way. It's excellent. It's probably not going to be around for too much longer. Not that it's going to get canceled, but that it moves so fast, especially between seasons, it takes big leaps while being continuation that there's only so far it can go before it gets ridiculous, and I just don't see the showrunners letting that happen. Quick recap. Cabin in the Woods from 2011 is now streaming on Hulu, the very basic plan, no extra channels needed. And Westworld Season 3, and of course Season 1 and 2 backed up, are now on HBO. Great movie, great show, get watching. I'll be back next week with more. These are going to be totally off the top of my head, totally out of left field, no rhyme or reason to them. They're not pairings, they're just great things to watch. Thanks for watching this. Again, make sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing this all the time. Keep you from going out of your mind while you're stuck in your house. Also, make sure you listen to Sub Wizard Podcast every single week, wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to go to SubWizardPodcast.com for reviews, recommendations, merchandise, and more. Sub Wizard Podcast can also be found on Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show and get bonus content for it. And we love hearing feedback, so drop us a note in the comments or leave us something on social media. Thanks.